We're joined by Keith Sandvold, longtime friend of Coach Jerry Slkyhuis. We've got the second annual Jerry Slkyhuis Showcase event coming to Cedar Falls soon. I'd like you to tell us about the event that's coming up and some of the teams that are going to be there.
Okay, it's next weekend, December 7th and 8th. We have 3 games on Friday night and 3 games on Saturday, late afternoon. We have our first games are on Friday night, start at 5 p.m. That will be West Waterloo Boys and Lee Summit Christian Academy out of Kansas City. And then we have the West High girls basketball team will play the Cedar Falls girls basketball team at 6:30. At 8 o'clock, we'll have Bolingbrook out of Chicago will play Cedar Falls boys. They played a tremendous game last year. Bolingbrook is coached by Rob Brost, former player of Jerry Slkyhuis and at Cedar Falls, and a real good friend of Jerry's. Bolingbrook is, I think, right now the top-rated large school in the state of Illinois. So they're coming in with a very, very good team. They won 3 Chicagoland summer tournaments. So well-traveled, very well coached, and very good players. One of their players is going to Drake. On Saturday at 3 p.m., we have Don Bosco and Grandview Christian Academy, who was the 1A state champ last year. Kyle Green, who is a friend of mine, an assistant men's basketball coach, had Grandview in one of their basketball camps, team camps, and he said it was the best team that they had at that out of 50 teams. Then at 4:30, we have Madison East from Madison, Wisconsin, playing Bolingbrook. And then at 6 o'clock, Cedar Falls boys will play Lee Summit Christian Academy, Kansas City.
Where did you get the inspiration for the Slkyhuis Showcase?
Well, the inspiration was, unfortunately, the passing of Jane and Jerry Slkyhuis in a tragic car accident, December 20th of going on almost 2 years ago. And Jerry loved basketball. And he and I had talked about trying to put together a showcase or just to get Cedar Falls boys a couple games at home instead of having to travel out during the winter. And unfortunately, Jerry was killed in that car crash. And after that, I talked to Paul Wolf, and I said, what if we put together a Jerry Slkyhuis basketball showcase? And one of Jerry's partners in a summer basketball camp, which is called Snow Valley Basketball, Don Showalter, I bounced that idea off of him, and he goes, go for it. I love the idea.
And it's one admission price can get you in for the whole session of the day, is that right?
If you come back on Saturday, it's a new concession. Everything, all the concession money, all the front gate goes right to Cedar Falls school system. The money that we raised to put this on pays for the officiating and goes to promote Cedar Falls athletics within our area.
Yeah, it's not just the best teams in Iowa, really. You're talking about some of the best programs in the Midwest.
Well, if you look at it, you're getting arguably the best team out of Illinois here for 2 games, one of the best teams out of Wisconsin for 1 game, and Lee Summit in their, I think their division, they're very competitive and love coming up here. They said that really helped their season last year to finish well and make it to their state tournament.
All right, well, thanks, Keith. Appreciate your time.
Hey, this is wonderful.